And this is why I've been pushing the 6v6 narrative. Because this stuff is not good for gameplay. It's not. It is not good for gameplay. But they don't care because they are freaking stuck in 5v5. And so more and more tanks are going to get worked to be like this. Let us take a look here. Developer blog. It's been a while since my last blog, but we've been hard at work. Let's get right to it. First off, I'm thrilled that you have welcomed our newest hero, Venture, to the lineup. Venture's static personality has charmed many of you and already asked so many questions about their personal backstory and personality. I'm unsure if they like to munch on rocks. They've drilled their way to being a top-picked hero in quick play this past weekend. We'll be revealing more about Venture's story and how they were developed shortly after Season 10 launches. One of the biggest reasons so many of us instantly fell in love with Venture is the incredible voice talent of Valeria Rodriguez. Valeria, I think I got that right. We instantly knew they were a hit and saw how much energy they could put into their voice and how they matched Venture's personality perfectly. We are also thrilled that many of you have welcomed Valeria into our community. I really hope I'm getting that right. Okay, do we care about this, or are there news? Watching all of your reactions to Hero Chat, we're pretty happy with how Venture's initial kit turned out. The team was really happy with where Venture landed from a balance perspective during the trial. It gives us confidence that they get released early into competitive. We're still deciding how early, but we feel they are a suitable state, fun and fair to play against. We don't need to foresee making any changes to their kit. I think Venture will be... Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Quick play and comp are very different, right? We're going to be listening closely for your thoughts on how Venture is doing in-game. We've heard lots of feedback about tempo, momentum Venture brings, and being able to engage and disengage in fights, but we're looking at tweaking a few things to start Season 10. First, we're shifting some of the burst damage from the Drill Dash, Gobbler, their melee, into damage over time. Interesting. That means the wounding effect could be better with the DPS passive. Next, we're looking at reducing the vertical knockback of Tectonic Shock. Oh, okay. Along those are minor changes to Venture. We have a number of other hero changes coming in Season 10, starting with our tanks. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh god. We're upping the impact of Junker Queen's Carnage and Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. Oh my god. So both abilities cut better through the post-Season 9 world. The biggest tank changes coming to Season 10, though, are for Wrecking Ball. There are some great improvements to Wrecking Ball's grappling hook, including a reduced cooldown when not entering ramming speed and the ability to retract himself to where the grapple is attached by holding down primary fire or jump. There are also some changes to adaptive shields. Now, after using adaptive shields, you can reactivate the ability and transfer up to 300 overhealth to nearby... Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to say it. Capped at 75 overhealth per ally. I'm going to say it, okay? Hero design like this, which is what forces tanks to be... Like, 5v5 forces tanks to be designed like this. They're just horrible for the game. This kind of design has never been received well in the game. Ever, dude. Brig packs overhealing are stupid. Mauga, Cardiac Overdrive applying to DPS and squishies are stupid. It feels like shit to play into that as a DPS player, right? Queen Shout was insanely OP and did the same thing when it came out. When are we going to accept that doing this stuff is not better for the game? It's like they're trying to add... Like, they're trying to make up for the lack of a second tank. And it doesn't make the gameplay loop feel better for anybody. Like, just accept it didn't work. Like, it did not work. It is not better. Like, and again, this is so annoying to play against. Like, why should a ball, without, like, executing at all, be able to change how my duel with the other DPS goes? Right? The whole argument for pro 5v5ers is they sit there and they say, oh, it's easier to get value on DPS. Yeah, but now the degree of difficulty in these duels is higher than it was before because they just do this at the skill floor with their heroes. Right? It's just, they're like, tanks cannot be designed in a unique way. Like, they all have to apply these crazy effects to teammates that make dueling feel worse. I've never liked things like that in the game, ever. And this is why I'm saying they need to backtrack before, like, it's too late, right? Because, like, guys, like, seriously, this is not a better game. It's just not, but whatever, sure. For our damage heroes, there'll be some light adjustments for Sombra and Tracer. Sombra's virus damage, taking a small hit on damage over time, okay? Since the ability has now more upfront burst, sure. Tracer has been quite strong, yeah, best hero in the game. She's one of the least touched heroes in Overwatch history. Her kit flows particularly well. Looking for some light changes for her right now to make her slightly more punishable and require more position. It looks like they might change the blinking recall rates or increase recall's cooldown, which will be a big deal, by the way. Moving on to support, we're looking at shifts in power for Moira, Lucio, and Illari. Illari's really good right now, by the way. She's insanely underrated. She's insane. That means taking power from one part of their kit and funneling it to another. Okay. To somewhat maintain the overall power budget of the hero for Illari is receiving a slight nerf to her primary fire recovery time. Okay, sure. But giving more power back to her secondary fire heal to increase its HPS. And oh, damn. Okay, so they're increasing her healing and nerfing her damage. That's probably okay, but Pylon needs to get changed. Some light buffs for Lifeweaver. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. It's happening. It's happening. I'm not optimistic about that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Guys, I'm telling you right now, anytime that Lifeweaver is good, the game will feel like complete shit for everyone else to play. Oh, no. Seriously, though, like, playing against Lifeweaver as any of the other roles in the game, because he can't miss, right? That's the problem. So if he's ever getting played, right, that means his impact and his denial, because his kit is all about denial. That means denial abilities are better than proactivity abilities, and that in an FPS game, that is horrible to play. So I don't think Lifeweaver, and I like playing Weaver, by the way. Weaver's a fun hero, but Weaver needs to be like Hog, never good. Never good. Never, ever, ever, ever good. Like, the game is better when Moira is good compared to Weaver, because I'm nervous about this. Lot of red flags in this dev blog. A ton of red flags in this dev blog. Okay, wait. Many of you have seen the recent developer update this month, and we're just as excited as you are for those changes, including heroes no longer being locked behind the battle pass. We're incredibly excited about Season 10, and we've got some more changes that will make Overwatch more fun for everyone next season throughout the year. We'll have another developer update coming out tomorrow, which will touch on things we're doing for competitive and updates, what we're trying to do to help make Overwatch a more safe and inclusive experience for everybody. So I hope you guys will check it out. That's all I got for now. We can't wait to see you jump into Season 10, which begins April 16th. That's on next Tuesday. Thanks, and let's make a great game. Okay. Venture stuff's fine. Venture's going to get tweaked. Needs to happen a little bit. The damage over time, like, I'm nervous about that. It seems like they're nerfing Venture, to be honest. It seems like they're nerfing Venture, to be honest, when I first look at that. So I'm a bit nervous about this. The balance patch does not look good. Again, I cannot stress this enough, guys. Making more tanks do things like Queen did, like Mauga does, it's not good. It's not good. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, that, it never worked for when Brig Packs overhealed people. It was meta for when Queen Comp was a thing and people did not like it. Like, Mauga, Cardiac Overdrive, everybody around him is unkillable. That's not fun. That's not fun. And the DPS and all the other players around them who get those overhealths, right? Which changes massive breakpoints. Massive breakpoint changer for every duel, right? They aren't actually doing anything themselves to get that value, right? So again, it puts the power in the game, not on the player's hands. And in a video game, especially a first-person shooter game, you want as much power to be on the player's decision-making, not the game doing it for them. But Overwatch 2, and this is its biggest design flaw, in my opinion, not the generalization of the tank role, any of that, right? It's that everything from a gameplay perspective has the decision making and the reward and the power has shifted from being in the player's hands on what the player does to just the game's hands, and just by picking it, it gets inherent value. That's been Overwatch's biggest problem with design over the years, and Overwatch 2 has doubled down on that. It's not a better game, right? Counter swapping. 70% of the reward is for swapping and not executing. Bad game design makes for a miserable experience. Look at the tank roll, right? Generalizing these tanks and allowing them to apply shields to other players, like, it's not a good idea. It's just not. But in 5v5, these tanks every single one of them have to apply some kind of buff at their floor to their team. And it's just not good game design. It's just not. In a competitive shooter, or just a shooter game in general, the player should have to make those decisions and execute on them themselves, right? But now they don't. And so, like, major red flags here. And this is why I've been pushing the 6v6 narrative. Because this stuff is not good for gameplay. It's not. It is not good for gameplay. But they don't care because they are freaking stuck in 5v5. And so more and more tanks are going to get worked to be like this, generalists that all have to do the same thing, can't have unique identities, and just do stupid stuff like change breakpoints for their team at the skill floor instead of the skill ceiling. It's not better. It's not better. That's just my opinion, though. Anyway, okay.